yeah, so it's two highlighted questions I know kind of most people are waiting for, so I might as well just go ahead and answer it. Will we meet your new boo? Number one says, have you talked to your ex? Question is, how did you have all your exes at your birthday party and it was peaceful? OMG, why do y'all not follow each other? We don't follow each other because, so hey you guys, this is Glamazon Terry. I'm back with another video, and today's video is gonna be a Q&A. Clearly y'all can tell, y'all can see that it is what it is. I'm a little out of breath because I just had to run upstairs to get my hot comb to make sure it didn't burn me down, okay? So nonetheless, I'm gonna try to do a little Q&A today. Also, if you guys are curious on what I'm drinking my oats and seed non-dairy beverage, and it basically is like seeds grinded up and they're like milk in a sense, instead of drinking like dairy. Basically, it's like a substitute for dairy. A substitute for dairy because I don't like to drink a lot of milk. So y'all know the easiest way for me to do like a Q&A basically is asking y'all questions on Instagram. And when I tell y'all asked me so much stuff that I did not want to answer. It was things that I just was like, oh my God. Again, I don't want to talk about it again. Like, let me leave this alone in the past. But I do understand that people have questions about certain things and be invested, so I'm like, whatever. And the thing about me is, y'all know I ain't never running from no smoke from y'all. So if y'all ask me something, I'm just gonna most likely answer it in the best way that I can for myself and whatever else. So this Q&A will get a little juicy because y'all was asking me y'all was asking me a lot of stuff. I know I just went on my little Valentine's vacation, whatever. People was asking me about it. Like, y'all was asking me so much stuff. So I'm gonna go through and also just read the questions. I do not know how long this is gonna take me and how long I'm gonna do this, but I'm gonna answer majority of the questions. I actually had to screen record it because it was so freaking many. I'm like, what in the heck? So I'm probably just gonna start. I'm just gonna start from the top and just keep going down. So someone said, when are you and Bougie Barb gonna collab now that you both are in ATL? The thing about me is I like to collab or hang with people when it's natural. And don't get me wrong, I feel like she bossed up, she doing her thing, but I personally don't know her to be like, hey, let's get together. Like, let's just link and do a video. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like to really be around people and hang with their vibes. But it's nothing. Like, I'm pretty sure she could slide my DM or I could slide in her DM and literally just be like, hey girl, you want to link for brunch or something like that. Like I said, she is bossed up. She doing her thing. I do see she's in ATL because I do follow her. But I just let my collabs happen naturally. Like, I just let them happen naturally. It's nothing more, nothing less. What's something you know now that you wish you knew a year ago in your success? Oh, wow. I think something that I know now that I wish I knew a year ago was to stop being so, I think I would say stop being so hesitant. I know with me, I am a overthinker. I have to overprocess, overanalyze, and solidify that that's something that I should do before I do it. And sometimes I do wish that I would just jump out the gate. Now, I do appreciate my hesitancy sometimes, but with a lot of things, like for example, my move, knew I wanted to move like years ago, but I just was so patient with it. And I do understand with being patient, it helps me to solidify my decision. But I think sometimes I just wish I would just jump out there a little bit more and just do it. You know, don't put too much thought into it. But overall, I feel like everything has worked out for me the way it's supposed to work out. You know, it definitely has. But that might be something that I would be like, I wish I that might be something I wish was like, maybe I should have, you know, da-da-da-da-da. So maybe that. Ooh. See, y'all start with the juice and I'm just starting from the top. Someone said, did you move from California to Atlanta for a relationship? No, I didn't. I did not move from Atlanta to California for a relationship. I've been knew I wanted to move to the East Coast. I didn't know exactly where I wanted to be on the East Coast. But as I really put a lot of thought into it, I said, you know, I would start with Atlanta. And it just so happened that when I initially moved down here, I was dating someone that was living in Atlanta. So it really had nothing to do with that, of me moving down here, if I can be completely honest, like on my mama, I swear. Now you have to take in consideration, like, my best friend lives up the street. I have a lot of more like friends here that I know that I grew up with in Maryland. So the transition was just a lot more smoother. And on top of that, I feel like I just wanted to start here. Now, if I got to Atlanta and I didn't like it, I was just gonna move to somewhere else. But it had nothing to do with another person, because I did see that people were asking me that, and I'm like, no, it didn't have nothing to do with another person. Now, another thing is, I just wanna put this in y'all's thought. If I was gonna move to a whole nother state for another person, when I was actually in a relationship, I would have took it upon myself to pack my items up and move to another space. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just dating. I'm not in a relationship. I'm not committed. I'm not serious. I'm literally just, not gonna say fooling around, but I'm just outside. So, I'm not taking nothing too serious right now. And I think that with people saying that, I'm like, wouldn't you think that I would have moved down here, or when I was actually in a relationship with a person that was living in Atlanta? Like, y'all, come on now, y'all know me. So yeah, I definitely did not move down here for another person. That's a no. Someone said, are you more happy in your new place than your last place? I'm more happy in my new place. It is taking some adjusting of getting used to being in a house. It also is taking some adjustment with the silence, because I'm used to living in the city. Like, I hear like street lights, like ambulance, all those types of things. So it is a little bit more remote over here. But I also feel like I am more happier because there's more space, and I'm more detailed with like being intentional with decorating and stuff like that. So I do think I'm definitely more happier here. It's just taking some getting used to. Will we meet your new boo? I want to say no. I want to say no. I don't think y'all will. Not where I'm at in my mindset. Where I'm at in my mindset right now is I want to be more private. I think it's because I'm getting older, and it's like I think I just look at things a lot differently than I used to. But right now I'm a little bit more private. I'm a little bit more silent. But who's to say? I change my mind so often. Y'all know how I am. So I could literally be in a relationship in probably like a few months and then start posting my person. But I really don't think I will. I just feel more happier this way. I feel more comfortable. And I also feel like it releases the pressure of, when you're in a public relationship, or when people publicly associate you with someone, it's so crazy, because then it'll be like the thing of, you want to really make it work with a person because you don't want to fail in front of other people. So I think that with me not putting it publicly, I can really sit back and say, oh shit, like, this is like I'm literally going off nothing but how I exactly feel. And I've been doing that, but it feels like it's more heightened when it's just you and that person. So as of right now, no. Moving forward, maybe, I don't know. But right now it's a no for me. Would you date a 9-to-5? They said, would you date a 9-to-5 bit, or they gotta be rich? I would date someone with a 9-to-5. Now, when we say 9-to-5, it has to make sense for me. I want someone that is equally compatible far as financially with me. So when you say, hey, oh Lord, my camera just sitting here, my little vlogging camera, let me move it. So when you say, would I date a 9-to-5 person? I would. Would it, like, but it also has to correlate with what I do, because I like energy reciprocated. So if I'm gonna do this for you, I want it to be done back for me. So that's that. It gotta be reciprocated. But 9-to-5, yeah, I would. But their pay grade has to be very compatible with what mine's is. Yeah, it just gotta make sense. I just feel like it's different levels to things. Like, if I was working at McDonald's, when I was working at McDonald's, because I was, I was dating other people that, I actually wasn't dating other people that was doing fast food. I was dating other people that was doing like some things. I don't want to say what they was doing, but they was doing some things. So at that point, they were doing better than me financially. But at that time, if I seen somebody that was working another fast food job, I most likely would have dated them as well. So, it just makes sense for where I was at or where they were at that time. Now, I ain't about to sit here and just be like, They just got to be compatible. Like, I like to do certain stuff, and I want my person to be able to do that type of stuff with me. This comment says, you're not in no relationship, but you're dealing with a rich nigga. Are you in love with her? I'm not in love right now. I'm not in love. I do love people. I have love for a lot of people, but I'm not in love with anybody right now, except for myself. And was it hard adjusting to Atlanta? It is taking some getting used to being in Atlanta. Number one, it's very slow here, far as like, it's not so busy because, like I said, I was living in a city. And also I feel like I'm kind of farther out from things. And then the events is so much different. I feel like in LA, like if I go to a movie premiere, it's a lot more on a grander scheme. If I go to a movie premiere in Atlanta, it is like a lot more like chill. It's more condensed. It's more smaller. It's not so like, you know, like even sometimes with the movie premieres here, the celebrities don't even show up, or if they do, they're like the ones that are not like the main celebrities. When I went to LA events, literally it would seem like the celebrities at the events was the main characters. I mean, clearly because it's LA, it's Hollywood, it makes sense. So that's one thing I did notice. I think it's really a great place to be here for networking, but it is just not on the same scale of what LA was at all. So I do see myself flying out and going to events in LA and wherever else, New York and stuff, like I've been doing with the LA thing, because it just isn't the same. But far as the living, it's super cold here. I definitely didn't expect that. I thought since I was south, I would be a lot more warmer. Yeah, I'm super over the cold. Like, I'm not used to this at all. Like, I'm always freezing. My house stays on 75, like all the time. Like, it's super cold here. But I guess it's because it's wintertime too. Another question is, would you ever settle down and get married? Of course. I would definitely settle down and get married if the opportunity presents itself and it's the right person. Like, I'm not just gonna get married just to get married, but if somebody and me is compatible and they want to propose to me and we get married, I'm gonna do it. But I also feel like I ain't even in the space like that. I'm just dating. Like, I'm not even in a relationship. So I can't be thinking about like marriage now, but you know, if marriage happens, it happens. Yeah, so it's two highlighted questions I know kind of most people are waiting for, so I might as well just go ahead and answer it. So someone said, I miss you and Lily together. What happened? Also, did it have something to do with Miami? And I want to be as respectful as I can. I will say that, you know, something did occur in Miami, and something did occur when we left Miami. Now, I also want to say it had nothing to do with, like, everybody kept saying it was another female. It had nothing to do with like another person. It was literally me and Lily. Lily, like, and y'all sent me her video clip when she was speaking on that situation. And I will say, as Lily said, it's no beef. I have no beef with her. She has no beef with me. And you know, she's just living her life over there doing her thing. I'm over here living my life doing my thing. It has nothing to do with one another. I just feel like right now our lives are not intertangled with each other. Like, it literally is just it. But to answer, yes, something did happen. Also, someone said, if y'all don't have any beef, why do y'all not follow each other? We don't follow each other because Lily made us unfollow each other. That was it. Lily unfollowed me, so I just unfollowed her back. That was it. Like, so, I mean, I don't really know what to say. I don't have anything bad to say about her at all. So I hope that answered the question. But like she said, it's no beef. I have no beef with her at all. I think that Lily's a beautiful individual. That is what it is. But to answer that question about Miami and answer why we're not following each other and answer this, that's what it is. It literally is just that. And I think people sometimes are so used to it being something controversial on social media. I'm gonna be honest, if I really had love for you, and this is something that people know about me that know, if I genuinely really had love for you, I will not get on here and like act like I never freaking fuck with you. Like, I'm just not that type of person. Now, if somebody says something, now I'm not talking about this situation, but if somebody like says something to me or something like that, and then I have to like stand up for myself, I'm definitely gonna do that. But y'all are not gonna catch me. You don't catch me on here bashing like people I used to be cool with, or you don't catch me bashing people that I used to be in a relationship with, because if I have real life love for you, I just don't do that. If I have real life love for you at one point, I just don't do that moving forward. I just feel like these are real relationships. Like, these are not social media type of things. So it is what it is. But to sum it up, that's exactly what it was. Something did happen in Miami. Something happened outside of Miami. And then Lily made us unfollow each other. Like, it was nothing. It really was nothing more, nothing less. Like, and it was cool. Ooh. This said, through experience, what are red flags that you once overlooked but you can no longer. Trust my better judgment. Let me tell you something. A red flag for me is if I personally see something with my own eyes, know something in my mind of what I've been trained to think growing up, and you're literally rebutting me or buttling me, whatever the word is, if you're literally telling me this is not what it is and this is what it ain't, but it looks like that, I'm going to trust my intuition. Like, I'm going to trust my intuition more. I feel like it can never lead me wrong. And that was a red flag. If I see something in your phone, or if you say something, and if I see something in your phone, or someone tells me something and then it actually makes sense, and the only thing that doesn't make sense is you telling me that's not happening, I'm not listening to it no more. Like, I'm not. I'm going with my own instinct. I'm going with my own intuition. Like, if I feel like it is what it is, then that's what it is. And it's nothing more, nothing less. If the only way it wouldn't be that is if you have some type of cold, concrete proof. But the thing about it with me is I would take a person's word, because I know I don't really lie, because I feel like, well, I'm a lie. What I'm a lie for? Ain't nobody gonna do nothing to me. So I think with me, that's just something I really want to stand on. Like, if somebody says something, like, and it don't make sense, it ain't happening. Like, no. Someone said, are you in the DJ still dating? I don't know what we're doing. I feel like, we were dating and then we weren't dating. And I think right now we're just really, really like just us. But yeah, I don't really know. I don't know. I don't know. So, I mean, at that point, call it what you may. But she's super sweet, like such a sweet person. And she's like a really good person. She's a really good person too. And I just love her personality. I love her so much. So, yeah, I don't know. But she's it's so crazy. Because so with me and her, I feel like she's like a really good person. And I think that out of all the people that I've ever communicated with in the past, she's the most observant, the most caring, and I want to say she's the most attentive that I've ever had. So, it's it's really, really nice to be thought of that way. It's really, really nice to be taken care of in that way. And it also is like, different. Super like perfect. I don't want to say perfect because perfect is like a bad word to use in describing a person, but I will say she's like a great 8.5 out of 10. She's like a 9 pretty much with dating wise, like as of right now. And from what I know her of dating. But I think that, with me, I'm in my whole phase. Like, I'm not really looking to settle down. And I feel like with her, she's in a different space than me. And she respects me and lets me do what I want to do. But I just want to I'm out here rah-rahing it. Like, I'm not really doing too much or taking anything too serious. And she's super mature, super respectful, super understanding. And, I mean, she's a really great catch. But don't try to catch her, But I feel like she's like a really great catch. First things first, I want to say thank you to Keen for sponsoring today's video. You can try Keen.com and get up to $99 in savings. I wanted to let you guys know about Keen.com. I've talked about them plenty of times to you guys, letting you know that you can go on there. It's pretty much a website with a bunch of different spiritual advisors there to guide you. So if you're looking for psychic readings, love readings, relationship, financial advice, also, they have astrology readings, dream interpretation, angel readings, and aura cleansing. So it's a lot of different things you can go on there for. So for example, with me, I go on there to get like monthly tarot readings to update me about what's going on with me spiritually, or if any of my ancestors are reaching out to me. Emotions mentally have been all over the place. So I just wanted to get a little bit more guidance, as I always do. I have gotten my readings from my girl and I continuously go to her over and over again, but I do want to try someone new out. And the great thing about it is when you go on the website, they actually have all their advisors listed, and you can choose through the different advisors, whether it's through how much they charge per minute, or you can also do it whether they have really, really good ratings, or you can just go through the profiles and see who is like your favorite. Now with me, when I go in there, I often look for people with very high ratings as far as stars, and I also like to look at other people's experiences to see if they were pretty accurate for them. And a great thing also I love on there is that if you don't want to talk on the phone, you actually can chat with them in the chat box. So it's up to you at your discretion of how you want to use it. So make sure you guys check out Keen and get your own spiritual reading. First 10 minutes, only $1.99, and that's up to $99 in savings. So that's like super duper big deal. So check the link in my bio. I have everything listed there as well. Okay, sorry y'all, I was looking at my phone, but they said, the question was, do you still meditate? I do still meditate. I just don't post it on social media. I started meditating like in my sleep, and I use this app called Calm app, and it is not even to promote this app. I actually purchased the app myself, and it does help you with like meditations and listening to certain sounds to go to sleep. It's also introduced me to new sounds, like green noise. I wasn't really familiar with that. So I do my spiritual journey. I just do it off camera now. Because y'all know I do daily vlog and stuff like that. So I do it, but I just do it off camera now. It's not for show. It's really like a thing I'm really trying to work through. And I have been fighting a lot of things lately. So I've been doing it secretly and privately off camera. But if you watch my vlogging channel, you would know that, because I talked about it on there. I was like, I really have been trying to like get myself together and just do things with me mentally. Because I have been, girl, I've been off. I was off. Like, I was unbalanced, and that was what it was. Why does my phone keep doing this? But anyway. Ooh, would you move back to California? I cannot even give you an honest answer right now, because I've only been here for like, in my own house, 2 months, a month and a half. So I can't even give you an honest answer if I would move back to California yet, just because I haven't been here long enough to make an honest decision. But if I really could just throw something out there, probably not. If I was, I would probably move somewhere else on the East Coast. Oh my God. Someone said, what happened with you and Jut Jut? Y'all just was coming. Okay, so let me just answer that too. Me and Justice, I don't know. Me and Justice have this relationship where we be cool, then we don't be cool, then we be cool, then we don't be cool, we be cool, we don't be cool. I love Justice. Like, I have no hate in my heart for Justice. I think that just sometimes we just don't be on the same page. And then also I seen a question there also said, why y'all don't follow each other? Justice unfollowed me. I be telling y'all, I don't unfollow people like that. Like, if someone unfollows me, they unfollow me, and then we either start by talking and then we start following each other. And then and then also I seen people were saying something about me unfollowing me and other people not following each other. It's some people that me and them don't follow each other and we still talk. And they just never follow me, I never followed them. So it don't mean no smoke, but I feel like me and Justice have this little, I don't know what you would call it. Like, I don't know. It just be something. Like, I don't know what it is, but I ain't mad at Justice. I think Justice look a little mad at me. I don't know why, because I just don't know why. I really don't know why, but yeah, just like, that's nothing, I feel like, to me. Justice is just in her world. I'm in my world. Justice has a girlfriend. I'm over here doing what I do. Like, but yeah, I didn't, like, you know how you got a friend and you don't take it serious? Like, the arguments, I don't take me and Justice arguments serious at all. Like, and we didn't even argue this time, but no, I don't feel nothing about that. When you were house hunting, did realtors judge you when you told them you were a YouTuber? No. The thing about it is with YouTubing, now so many people are influencers or do stuff digitally. It just, when I said it, it wasn't like an unfamiliar thing. It wasn't like, oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, you make money from that. No, it wasn't. Also, someone asked me financially, how was I able to like obtain stuff? I guess like my houses, my cars and stuff like that. So a thing with me is I'm a YouTuber, but I still get a paycheck. I literally still get a paycheck like everybody else. I get a W-2 at the end of the year. I pay a lot of taxes. Like I have a lot of, it's just like a normal job. Like literally I get a paycheck every month from YouTube and then I get my pay stubs and that's what I use to show my proof of income. Also, you know, I do my like sponsorship stuff like that. I get W-2s for that or 1099 for that. So all this stuff is like trackable income and I just show them that, but they don't look at me crazy. They understand being an influencer. But that's what it is. They know. So they didn't really, it wasn't nothing crazy about like that. Someone said, will you host another event like Pain and Champagne? So with me, I've been working on doing something that was like, you know, a branch off of that, but I personally don't know. I don't see Pain and Champagne continuing as of right now, but I do want to do my own thing. I just mentally need to get myself together and mentally come correct. I know we all healing, we all learning, growing, but I just need to get myself together. And if I'm not together, like I'm not gonna do like a women's empowerment event or a event doing like I just can't. I'm mentally not there. I would feel like a phony. So mentally right now, I am getting myself together. Once I'm in like a better space, and honestly, I just moved. I'm going through a lot of adjustments. I'm really getting like out of my depression. I'm really just, you know, walking into who I am, my purpose and why I'm doing certain things, then I'll be better. But I do want to do something like that. I don't know exactly what though, but I will do something. Someone said, how are you doing mentally, emotionally, and physically? Physically, I'm okay, but I gained like 6 pounds. So I do want to lose some weight. Emotionally, I have kind of been juggling a lot of things. So I'm doing, you know, I'm all right, but I could be better. But it isn't the worst it's ever been, thank God. And then you said mentally, emotionally, to me, it's kind of the same. So yeah, I've been okay. I just want to do better. I want to work better. But I did notice that when I was telling my therapist and I talked about it on my vlogging channel, I have seasonal depression. So in the winter months, my depression is at its height. So with me living in California, I think that it kind of helped take away my seasonal depression because it was always sunny. So when we moved to Atlanta, it's back cold, there's no leaves on the trees, it's all these different things. So that really has affected me in a sense. So I've been working through it. But I'm doing good. I'm doing okay good. You know, I'm not doing bad. So it's nothing nobody should be worried about. The question is, are you dating men now? No, I'm not dating men. Now I got somebody that like me and he always take me out to eat and stuff like that, but no, I'm not really dating men because I can't see myself laying down and really like taking it from a guy. I just can't right now. Like I don't see that. And it hasn't been like that for a long time. That's why, hence, lesbiana. But, you know, whatever. But no, I'll let a guy take me out. And I definitely have a lot of guy friends. So, yeah. Question is, how did you have all your exes at your birthday party and it was peaceful? OMG. Now, that was a big thing. My birthday party, I did have a lot of my exes there. And I had, I guess, people I was dating there as well. I don't lie. That is the biggest thing. I do not lie. I tell everybody the truth. And, you know, if we're dating, I'm going to tell you I openly date other people. I'm going to tell you who these people are. So if it is a birthday type of situation, nobody's going to be thrown off and be like, oh my God, why is this and that happening? No. With me and my exes that are actually on like speaking terms cool, like I feel like my exes really love me. I feel like they really have my back. They have my best interest at heart and I love and care for them too. So At that point, why wouldn't I invite him to my birthday? I had my ex, like all of my exes, like even the ones from high school there. So, everybody knows about everybody. It's nothing sneaky going on. And they didn't have beef. They actually all talked to each other. They took shots together. They drank together. Like, it was lit. We all went to the club together. Like, and I'm still cordial with my exes. They call my phone. They text my phone. I answer them. Like, when I'm with my new person, I'll answer them on the phone. Like, it's nothing weird, I think, about being with your exes. Like, I don't know if y'all have a good relationship. So yeah, they all was there, and it was no beef because everybody knows about everybody and nobody was being weird. This question was your ex the person that Six had to stop you from calling in your last vlog? No. I have talked to so many people since my ex. That was not the person I was getting talked out of calling at all. And if you're not familiar, I will link the vlog below. Just go watch the vlog. But basically, I was lit, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna call da-da-da-da-da. And Six literally stopped me from calling the person. I feel like anything I do, it be like correlated back to my ex, and this is not that. No. Have you ever had a sugar mama or daddy? I think one time I did. Yeah, I had a sugar mama one time. Okay, so I thought this was like a very personal question. It said, are you genuinely healed from your last relationship, or are you dating to fill the void? I think I am genuinely healed from certain parts of being in a relationship in that person. But I will say that it is things that happened while I was in that relationship that I have brought those traumas with me into my new dating experience. And when I'm very aware of them, or someone allows me to know that I'm acting out in that way, I will correct that behavior. Yeah, I don't really think that I'm like unhealed. I think that I'm always healing. Everybody's always healing. But I think that it's certain things that happen that in that relationship that I am working through and healing as I talk to other people. Now with dating other people, I genuinely love getting to new people. I love getting to meet new people. I love being in new people's energy. And I also love the fact that I don't have any restrictions on what I do and the capacity I'm able to get to know a person, because, like I can know this person in a full capacity, then I can go over here and know this person in a full capacity, I can know that person as well. So I do like that, not having restrictions. I think before I was a person that was very like, this my person, this my person, this my person, I'm over here, this my person. But I'm not like that no more. Like, I really don't claim anybody to be mine. I just really go through and I want to experience people, and it helps it be such a more seamless process. And it's less stressful for me of feeling like I'm only with this person, I'm obligated to this person, and I can't do anything else. But to answer your question, I think overall I am healed from that person. I think that I'm just healing. I'm just working through things that happened to me in that relationship and moving forward with other people, so that's what I think. Oh my gosh, another question is, girl, what's your prayer and manifestation for rich acres? You know what it is? I was talking to my friend about this the other day, and I just said, I know what I deserve. And if I know what I deserve, like, I'm not taking nothing less than. So if somebody tries to talk to me and I already know that this person is not a person that I would really date and take serious, I'm not even going to give you my number. I'm not even going to keep talking to you. Like, for example, I don't want to talk to somebody that has like no job. And when I say no job, like, let's say you're not even influencing, you're not doing nothing, like you have no money coming in, you just sit home at your mama's house. Why would I ever take that person's number or even communicate with that person or continuously talk to that person if I know that's not aligning with what I want? So when I told myself, even like I might have to be single for a little bit, or I might have to be over here with a little bit, just waiting, but I'm definitely not going to just talk to somebody to pass time or talk to somebody because I'm bored. I feel like when you talk to somebody when you're bored and you know that that's not aligning with the type of person you want, it's like you're telling the universe, you're telling God, you're telling everybody, this is what I'm accepting. So with me, you will never catch me talking to someone that is like not nobody I would potentially really take serious. If I'm talking to you, it's because either I'm trying to figure out if I'm gonna take you serious, or you would be somebody I would take serious and we're really dating. I'm not gonna start talking to people, and for example, let's say if you don't got a car, I'm not gonna start talking to somebody that don't have a car. Because already you're not aligning with what I need. I'm a passenger princess. I want to sit in the passenger side. So I'm not going to even start talking to that type of person. And I think that's the problem. Some people be talking to people because they bored. So then it's like, this is what you keep attracting. Because you ever notice, like, once you talk to some type of person, then you get another person kind of similar and another person kind of similar. That's why I feel like for me to talk to girls, I do be talking to some like really well put together, well equipped, very like stable females, because I think I know it's what I attract, because I'm not talking to anything less than. So I don't think I really have a prayer. I think it's more so how I carry it. And the way I carry it is like, if you don't meet these requirements, or this is the criteria of like the base, I'm not going to talk to you. I don't mind like I don't care how fine you are. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, I'm not sitting here waiting to help you glow up. I'm not doing it. Like, so I think that is like one of the things of why. Another question is, what is your favorite ATL moment so far? OMG. My favorite ATL moment is when all my homegirls were all in the G-Wagon. Six was driving, and we were going to my hosting, and literally Six was going around a curb, and she was going so fast, and she did not hit the gas. She did not hit the brake. She didn't realize in Atlanta the highways is so like. So girl, when I tell you that truck is like, it will flip. Girl, when I tell you the wheel was ricocheting everything, because she was trying to like get us over here, and it wasn't working out. But that was like my favorite moment, because literally we were all in there screaming. Like, Six looked over me. I'm like, ah! She looked at me. Everybody in the car screaming. And then literally at the end, she tried to blame all of us, talking about we were screaming. That was bothering her. I'm like, girl, you almost killed us. But that probably is one of my favorite moments in Atlanta so far. That's like, yeah, one of my favorite moments so far. That's so hilarious. Another question is, someone said, what type of women do you typically date? Do you have a type? Look-wise, I don't have a type. I feel like long as you taller than me and you're very well groomed, you have a great substantial income coming in, you're very selfless, a sweetheart, you're dominant, but you got dominant and masculine, but you have a touch of like softness for me. Very, very like mature, stable. You gotta dress very well. Also, you have to low-key be like fiending for me, like obsessed about me, but you not lame with it. Like, you know how somebody's obsessed with you, but it kind of be lame. You're like, okay, I don't like this. Like, you know, I think those is what I look for in a person. Like, you know, and then I look at how you treat your family, your friends. Do you have your own friends? Because I don't want you stuck up under me. I like a person that's low-key independent, but when you want to be around me, like, you make it very known. And I do like a communicator. I like a person that knows how to talk and say what they need to be saying. So, you know, those is my type. I don't really have a physical type, but if I did, I would prefer somebody brown skin. I don't want nobody like too high yellow. Like, you know, I would prefer them a little bit darker than me. My color or darker. Like, you know, I don't want nobody too bright, and that's so crazy, because y'all know the old me. I was like, oh my God, I only like da-da-da-da. But no, baby, I have changed, okay? Number one says, have you talked to your ex? I have not talked to my ex. I don't talk, like, if you're an ex, we don't need to talk. You kind of over there with your stuff, I'm over here with my stuff. I have not talked to my ex. The last time I told y'all it was something even similar to that situation was when I made that vlog, and I literally said, you know, I got closure, that person got closure, and then it was done, that chapter is closed. So I don't understand why this keeps coming up as a question, because I promise you, after this video, most likely I'm not speaking on it again, because there's nothing to speak about. Someone said, what happened with you and your ex? If you don't want to tell us, I understand. I'm going to be honest with you. I think that in our relationship, it was a lot of things that happened that I personally wasn't a fan of and I didn't like. And with that being said, I don't have nothing bad to say about her. She is who she is. She does what she does. Like, that's just what it is. But I feel like with me, the way I think a relationship should go, that's not the way she think a relationship should go. And I think that that's where the issue was. And it was a couple other things, but I feel like like I said, if I really genuinely had love for a person on real life stuff off the camera, I'm not going to get on here and do a whole tell it all story time about what happened. I'm just not. Like, you will not get that closure from me. I'm sorry. But I will say, like, you know, I hope that she's doing the best she can do for herself. I feel like I'm over here doing the best I can do for myself. We're moving forward. And I feel like, I guess I get it because people don't know, but some stuff is just not meant to be known. I don't have any beef with my ex. I have not spoke with my ex, you know, but I think with our relationship, it was great when it happened. But moving forward, we're moving forward. I'm definitely moving forward. And I think a lot of people wanted to know why we split. I feel like I'm not going to get on here and say why we split. All I will say is things that happened that I didn't like. And I think that that's just what it was. It was things that happened that I didn't like, and I don't really, it's nothing more to it. It's not no big story. I feel like people be feeling like stuff is a big scandal, and no, people get in relationships and break up all the time. Like, that's just what it was, but it's nothing for me to say. Also, another person said, would you ever put that channel that you had with your ex back up? That channel is deleted. Those videos is gone. That's not coming back up at all. Like, that's not coming back up. Oh, somebody said, well, would you change anything about your relationship with your mom? I feel like I just be wanting to give my mom a little bit more grace. I definitely think I want to give my mom a little bit more grace. I feel like when my mom was raising me, she raised me so, like, I don't know what the word is. She was just very, for lack of better words, I want to say cold. She was like, she just was like, I don't play this, that, and this. And she wasn't strict though, because she let me do a lot of stuff. Like, girl, I was wild. I was staying over people's house and doing this, doing that, going to parties, sneaking out. Like, I was doing me. But I feel like my mom really was like, we didn't have a friendship type thing. So what happened was when I became an adult, I don't know what it was, but it literally was like a switch. She literally stopped being like a parent and went into friend mode. And with me, I was like, dang, you really had played me out when I was young and say this or do this or raise me like this and do this. But you also have to think me and my mom are not that far apart in age. My mom had me when she was in high school. So it kind of felt like my mom raised me as like a sister. That's what I feel like our relationship is. So our relationship was. So I felt like my mother was my grandmother. So it kind of be a conflict of interest when my mom would try to scold me. It would be like, girl, what? Because I feel like I took my grandma more serious than my mom. So now with me being older, I definitely feel like, you know, I wish sometimes that because of stuff, because we didn't have the most nurturing relationship when I was growing up, because she was working, it didn't seem like she really was my mom. I think that now it's like when she tries to be so friendly, I'm like, girl, you know, I wish I sometimes, well, I not wish, I've been working on like chilling out on my mom, giving her grace. And I'm just letting her be my friend. Like, we are like really besties. We would get on the phone and I'm telling her stuff, she telling me stuff. Then I tell her, I be like, is you getting mad with me? And she be like, I'm not getting mad with you. I'm just telling you how you need to da. So, you know, we are like, that's like my backbone now. So I wish we are really like best friends now, but I wish that I was a little bit more softer with her because she's super soft with me now. And she wasn't as soft with me when I was growing up. So that's something I wish that I was a little bit more softer, but I see it coming because I've been like this morning we was on the phone and I was like, oh my God, is you getting mad? And she was like, no. And I was like, I'll talk to you later. She was like, and you won't. And then we just stayed on the phone. So like, you know, we have a really good relationship now. It's way better. But yeah, I really, really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Y'all put me in a hot seat and I allowed y'all to, and it was a hot mess, but I try to answer the questions to the best of my ability. It's a lot, but okay. Y'all, I get the point, which y'all want to know about and which y'all see. But I hope that I like answered it to the best of y'all abilities because I really do not like to backtrack and keep going, but I hope y'all got it this time. I hope y'all understand. I hope my answer sufficed. I feel like it was juicy. I feel like it gave. So, you know, it is what it is.